Hey friends, it's Brandy, and today I just wanted to jump on here and tell a little story time about the first time that I ever smoked weed, got a little high. So let's get right into that. Disclaimer time. Do not smoke weed unless you are in a legal state and you are of legal age. This was a bad idea. It's always a bad idea to smoke underage. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get right into this. So I'm gonna take you guys way back, for me at least, back to high school, back to sophomore year of high school. I was freshly 14 from the summer. And for clarification, this is not the first time that I ever smoked. I probably smoked a few months before that, but I just did a little bit of a, I didn't inhale, I just kind of was past a joint and then I pretended like I was smoking because I wanted to be so cool and so fun. Like, look at me, I'm fucking smoking. Look at me. Y'all were gonna tell me my nose ring was fucked up? Wow. I might have gotten a little stoned before filming this, so if I get a little spacey, that's why. But that's neither here nor there. This particular time, we were out with a group of friends. I was with one of my friends from the cheerleading squad and she had a bunch of her friends. And we all went to one of her friends' houses and we were just chilling in the backyard until one of them was like, hey, why don't we light up? Why don't we smoke? And I was like, yeah, why don't we smoke? And here I am thinking, maybe we're gonna be smoking a joint, maybe even a blunt, something that's gonna be easy for me to fake about smoking, or even just like a little bong, you know what I mean? Just like a little bong or like a little joint. I don't know. I was hoping for something that wasn't gonna be exactly what it was. But when they brought out this gigantobong, but this was a bong, and I was like, oh great. And this is the moment where I knew that I fucked up. This is the moment that I knew, because I knew that I was gonna have to hit this thing. I didn't have to, obviously. You never have to do things like this, but like in my little brain, I was like, oh, you're gonna have to hit this, so they don't think that you're just a little high schooler who's not cool, who can't hang, you know? You never want someone to think you can't hang, especially in high school. Like, oh my gosh. It was so stupid. Don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. So at this moment, I had never hit a bong. I had never seen something this gigantic. I didn't even know how we were supposed to be doing this. So I had the plan. I was gonna watch everybody else in the group go, and then I was gonna go last so that I could be last in rotation and I could see everybody else's journey and then go for myself. That was my plan and I was sticking to it. I then proceed to watch everybody in the circle go and do the biggest bong rips I've ever seen. Just gigantobong rips. I don't know if it was because the bong looked big or is it because they were just actually taking huge rips. I don't know. And then it finally gets around to little old me. And I'm sitting there like, okay, yeah, so let's do this. Yeah, this is just a normal day for me too. This is fine. And I take the gigantobong and I sit it on my lap and I'm sitting there and I start lighting up this bowl and the smoke starts creeping up ever so hauntingly. It starts creeping up the bong. And then I finally take the biggest inhale. They pull it for me and I take the biggest inhale and they tell me then to hold it in. I hold it in for as long as I can until I finally had to exhale this huge cloud of smoke. And as soon as I exhale, I realized that I cannot breathe, could not get oxygen into my lungs. So I look to my friend to my left and I'm like, please, you need to help me. I cannot breathe. And they just start laughing at me and I'm like, no, this is not a joke. I can't breathe. And like, I could not get oxygen in my lungs. I was freaking out. This is probably one of the first panic attacks I've ever had. Legs go numb, arms go numb. I'm sitting there in the lawn chair just thinking I'm gonna die from smoking weed. I was like, they were right. Oh my God. Oh, my mom was right. I'm gonna die and I'm going to hell. Like, I guess this is it. I'll see y'all on the other side. Like, I was convinced. And they finally bring me some water and they realize I'm not joking, that I was being serious and that I needed help. They brought me some water. They tried to get, like, they were fanning me, trying to get me, but I just could not get air into my lungs for some reason. It was just like the worst experience I've ever had in my life, honestly. And I think I completely greened out that day. I think that was the day I completely greened out. And I just don't remember a lot after that. I got home somehow and I think I just went to bed because I was not feeling it. Like, I definitely didn't drive anywhere. That was not a good day. Obviously I didn't drive, I was 14. Duh, Brandy. Sorry, that was my high brain speaking. That had to be one of the worst experiences of my life, honestly. I never thought I was gonna smoke again, honestly, in my life, because of how horrible this experience was for me and how I just thought I was gonna die, literally, for the first time ever in my life, probably. Please don't do that if you're underage, please. I click my videos are not for kids though, so there shouldn't be any kids here. I think after that, I proceeded to not smoke for a really long time because I was super scared that that was gonna happen to me again. But I didn't, again, smoked, obviously. And if you've seen my last video, we've had some problems in the past, but that's okay. We're thriving now. I had to close the door because my roommate's dog has been snoring so loudly. Every time I come out here, he stops snoring. He's been snoring so loudly out there. I think that's the completed story about the first time that I ever got high. Thanks for letting me ramble on here. And if you want to hear any more stories from me, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.